Yeoman playing Aztecs in the blue, and Legend as the red Celts. And we do have a fantastic start for the Celts as well, as we start with stone walls here, a little bit of arena, no wood around, so more of a fortress build where you don't have to wall the back. Fortress also is not that big, no towers, no castle in it. Prediction is up, so if you want to bet, you have to bet really quickly, because that looks like 1 minute. Yeah, I don't think 1 minute anybody will bet, but prove me wrong. Yeah, I'm always a fan of 5 minutes either what, and we're already maybe DM 2 minutes. 7 barracks for Legend and stable start. What? Why would you start stables here? It's a wall generation. Well, okay, so obviously you kind of want paladins against the eagles. Yeah, no, never mind. That makes sense actually. And we have a Kuzi again. We already saw the Kuzi earlier today. And yeah, kind of as suspected, 10 points. And the Kuzi is getting surrounded by Yeomans. Panic 1 minute before I saw Web to get it up. Yeah, I would have always to do at least 2. Because 1 minute basically just means one person bets and it's useless because nobody bets against it. I have never seen 2 people being fast enough to bet in 1 minute. Yeah, but let's concentrate on the match. Maybe we could just redo it in 2 minutes. I mean, it's a wild start. There won't be that much happening at the start. Both have a rather slow SOSIV. So I don't think this game ends that quick. Also, the skill gap isn't that high here. Yeoman is the higher seed by quite a bit, but I think that's because the RMers were seated in the middle and there's always that block of 2k RMers. So I think still-wise, we're pretty close here. Legend the one using hotkeys. Yeoman the one using not, and somehow really making it work at being good at DM. Which is like super surprising, right? RM, you can maybe get by, but he can get by in DM with a lot of clickety-clicking. I think he uses 1 villager production. I think there's 1 or 2 hotkeys. Really clicking pictures for units, and he's clicking picture for buildings. He's also like 1700 RM with that. Yeah, both players kind of building up their Deathfalls, Eagles SO on one side, and Paladin SO on the other one. Very, very defensive start, but I guess it's kind of due to the main starting eco being walled. I feel like a bit more map expansion could maybe be done. And Yeoman kind of lacks a counter to Paladins. It's only Celt Paladins, but he kind of lacks a counter to it. A lot of points on one side. Is that 40,000 that I see? Do I see that right? Can't be. Yeah, it's 40,000. And look at who bet there. Oh boy. Someone must have been lurking a lot. Siege Onager fight here. I didn't expect you to have 40k points, true. Great to see you. If you want to hop in for the casting at any point, you're welcome. This big Siege Onager war here. Patada Mustangs also. Siege Onager trading shots. Castle for Legend being stopped. Castle for Yeoman actually still coming up. 2 players with quite some name recognition in the DM scene at least here. Who probably the best name recognition at like the level where qualifiers can be close. So yeah, this was one of the set I think most people look forward to watching. And shooting a bit of his own villagers there, but I think Legend should get that castle up in the end as well. No traps coming out for Yeoman yet. And army supply elite for the Celts, who are arguably better, kind of better at everything here. Besides against modes, I have a counter in Jaguars, but they can also run away from them. Yeoman likes micro Siege Onagers usually, but Legend does the same. Everybody knows Legend for always wanting to play Slav Wars. So Celts kinda close to that. That's why I also messaged me about the random admin bans, because they ban Slavs. But I mean, Celts is similar enough, right? I think. Kind of 1-for-1 SO trades here. 2 trebuchets, 3 trebuchets for Yeoman, and against only 1 for Legend. which is a nice advantage. Now the Paladin's running off to do some raiding on the left here. Eco expansion by Yeoman. Map expansion. A lot more for the red player, but more villagers on the side of the Aztecs, and most importantly in the middle, more traps now. Street runners striking blows at each other again. All of this are going down. A lot more for Yeoman. Was a good trade for Legend, I think, but 3 more traps rolling in. Now rolling in closer to the castle, and also Legend's castle is falling. The Eagles going on in bot there. Someone should have bet 10 points on Yeoman. Did really nobody bet on Yeoman, so the 40k are just there. Nobody wanted the 40k. Come on, guys. You can do better. Drew's trying to up stacks here, and we're all like, okay, I can't do that. Well, I guess. Makes sense, right? Who wants to go against Drew? None of you plebs does. Yeah, now the castles have both died. And it is Christmas peace time for the players. Drew says seems good. Vote rating time as well, but well, that's just Bia making a monastery next to the relic in Yeoman's pack. Yeoman got 2 relics and Legend got 3. They actually both quick to relics. Even though this is happening, Yeoman did manage to get to 3 here. And I guess there is 6 relics on the map, and Yeoman is the one pushing in. Street gets taken out before it can take out the trap. Only 1 trap remaining though, and Pikemen won't be that great here. Yeah, it's Aztec Pikemen, they get more attacks, so they're kind of better against other units than Heavies even. Eagles in time must be falling, right? And Vote Raider raids have not really fully been cleared now. Farmico coming there for Yeoman. Nobody really with farms up yet. Both are with decent food still though. 38 on gold for Legend. And Yeoman now falling behind in economy. 6 TC was 5, so Yeoman actually has more TCs, but probably not using hotkeys. A little bit of trouble queuing there. This is one of the rare occasions where cat parents feel fine to go. The occasions aren't actually that rare in DM. And yes, I think cat parents are great. But they're surprisingly not that rare for that much. Oh boy. No! Yeoman! Ah. This time it's at least live, right? You don't even have to read the handbook for it, guys. It's literally at the front page of the whole thing. You only have to read the first 2 lines. Or watch the announcement. Yep, I have that emote. And yeah, you literally don't have to read that far, right? Here's the handbook. And until here do you need to read. For that. You just sub for this emote? Did you sub? Did I miss a sub? Today it is. Thanks Big Chief for the follow. I think I missed that one. And yeah, good reason to sub. That's why I wanted to have the emote, because Paradox isn't streaming anymore. Yeoman calls the G. Well, I guess the walls don't matter, but Huggie, if you could send him a message reminding him that walls are not allowed. Or if you already... Did you do that already? Did you send him a message already? Otherwise, I will, I guess, quickly before they start game 2. Thank you! Put out a max tax for the 4 months. I didn't know. Send DM to him? Okay, I also sent a DM to him now. I asked you, I guess maybe there's delay. Well, I guess better double than nothing, right? Oh, now I left the game. Would have wanted to analyze it, but I guess. And yeah, we also have some insight by me messaging him. And Yeoman is like, who cares? I knew he would pick Kales game 1. So I picked Aztecs, my worst Civ, just to get his Kales out of the way. And that's very reasonable thinking, right? And he snuffed him out completely right. And now he has first, Yeoman will have to play these Civs that he's not as comfortable with. While Yeoman has all the Civs he likes in his draft still. So yeah. And he knows he doesn't have to make ones. Well, you might be behind in the score, but maybe we could even call it a successful game for Yeoman. He A, learned a rule, and B, only lost his last Civ pick for it. But why not have a Kales counter pick if you know they're going Kales? It's hard to find a Kales counter pick. There probably was none available, right? Ethiopians are banned. I don't even know what a Kales counter pick is. Kales are just really, really good, right? Mongols would be Kales counter pick, but they get sniped. No, Mayans aren't really. Magyars, well, he banned Malay. Yeah, Malay are clearly. Kales counter pick. I don't think there was a Kales counter pick in the available draft options, really. It's like Saracens. Kales are also okay against Saracens. Kales are just really good. So if Mongols are a counter pick, Winter got sniped. I think that was the thought, right? Mongols against Kales. But since it got sniped, he did that. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, true. But he banned. He banned Malay and Turks. Yeah, he should have banned his Osifs, maybe. But maybe he also wanted his Osifs himself. I think both like his Osif. So Yeoman also wanted Civs he wants to play. And then he preferred Mongols and then Kales Koreans. I don't know, I think could be hard to solve, right? But yeah, maybe Kales is so favored by Yeoman that you maybe want to ban it. Yeoman just want to make sure I didn't lose any points. What was option 2 anyways? Yeah, and to close the prediction, do we have a mod that can close the prediction? Yeah, because there's 2 mods that didn't bet, right? So that should be possible. As we are going on to game number 2. And thanks very much for the Prime sub, Mr. Patata. The sub wasn't coming through. That's why you mentioned it and then subbed. Twitch on phone is a perfect app that always works as intended. Absolutely. And we already know the Civs, so we have the next prediction up. No, that's actually... Is that the end of this prediction or is that the next? I guess that's the next, and it's 40,000 points for Drew again. Drew is trusting in Legend heavily here. Legend will play Japanese against Dravidians. And what do we think of that matchup? No, that's actually the last one, right? Oh, I don't know. Is the prediction up or not? Who wins game 1? No. Up now? Okay, now the next one is up. And we have Japanese against Dravidians. What do you think of the matchup, guys? For game number 2 here. Dream Legend versus Yeoman. It doesn't say Valhalla Yeoman. But it is a Valhalla Dream matchup. So, yeah, a lot of clan history involved. But not really. Yeoman wasn't even part of either clan back then. And the prediction is up for this one, and the game is up too. We do have a map with wood and a brittle. Looks a bit like Marketplace, but without the markets, with quite some resources though. And with a double TC start, Dravidians against Japanese. And yeah, I wouldn't mind the Dravidians either, I think. You've got the armor-ignoring champions and infantry line, so probably that's even better for heavy help fights. Elephant archers shouldn't be that easy to deal with for Japanese. But Japanese have towers, and you never should count out Yasuma towers. I don't like them that early, though. It's a farm map, it's a 2 TC start, so you should be relatively safe here at the start. And that's just a bit wasting stone and wasting build time in the base. All these towers in the base there. Yeoman on the other hand side, 3 barracks and 7 ranges, early elephant archers, which given the distance, the far distance with the wood line, the 2 TC start, added security, I think that's a good idea. I think I like the build order for Yeoman here. 5 siege workshops as well for siege onagers, and maybe against the tower some more siege elephants later on. I think we should go towards 5-minute predictions. It's just not enough people because everybody's watching Warlords though. Yeoman got a castle up. And a forward monastery by Legend. And once again, they are not prone to engage early. I think it's a bit of a player type thing. Both want to mass their death ball and then go forward. Like last game. And yeah, I guess the 2 TC start also does incentivize defensive play, as did the walls last game. Lots of castles here, lots of TCs here, and lots of towers towards this side, but nothing on the bottom. If Yeoman would attack over the bottom, I guess there's a castle and more towers coming up. Pretty ugly castle. It should be on the hill. Or should be here, I think. Then maybe some towers here to take this side. But Yeoman is going the left way, which is the more towered way. He actually even knows that the towers are on this side. So I feel like Yeoman should go the other way. I mean, they're kind of equal distances, right? If now Legend just spams tower on this side and attacks on this side, maybe? That looks like they're both agreeing to fighting in the north. That's where both armies are posturing. Very passive DM games in this set. Anybody take market? Oh. No marketing. Tower just for the houses here? The monastery in a very far out relic monastery. You get us 2 relics. See, Legend is not doing it like everybody else and bringing the relics back, but he's actually just sending villagers out and monasterying the relics, which is an interesting approach, but means they can get taken out and stolen as well. And the Wonk denying a castle in deathmatch. What am I witnessing? But it gets a conversion and now has no juice, so the castle will finish and Wonk will probably die. Waiting for them to set up trade route? Yeah, I said it looks like marketplace, but actually lacking the markets for that, right? Or do you mean trade with each other? Because it's so peaceful. Where are the markets? Could they? Oh, they don't have markets, right? They both wouldn't go for any markets. Oh, there's Yeoman, who will get the market. Dravidians really want to sell wood. But nobody has used it yet, so Yeoman can actually still sell the wood here, which is really nice for the Radiants. The Elephant Archers cost a lot of food. Did he use it? Market event should be on, so we should be able to see it. And Japanese get no redemption? No, the Radiants get no redemption, obviously, they're elephants. Samurai out! Elephant Archers are a regional unit though, right? Not a unique unit. So they shouldn't have the armor class. No, they have war elephant armor class, but no unique unit armor class. We don't see... we see 10 Urumi. The Samurais will be able to counter those. Now it's only infantry spamming forward, but Legend has a big ball of Onagers with siege engineers, so actually they have more range than the SO. Plus we have the towers, and I feel like Yeoman is being too passive here if the Japanese are getting these towers. Legend is fine with playing passive. He has 30 on stone, 2k stone in the bank, and if he can just tower creep towards Legend, towards Yeoman, then it's good for him that nothing has been happening for the start. Yeoman, I feel like, is the one wanting to make something happen, but Yeoman, I think, prefers to play slow so it's easier without hotkeys. So will still do way more damage than the Onagers, but it's kind of easier to micro the Onagers because they have more range. And Yeoman has only one trap that's firing away on the towers. Onagers need to shoot. Okay, that was a nice shot for Yeoman. Needs to shoot on these as well. There's a hill as well there. These are downhills. Anything happening on the right side? Yeah, Legend with the kind of secondary push. There are 2 traps. Ooh, there were 8 traps for the... What? Urumi Swordsman? I'm taking out you. No, I'm taking out Legend's traps. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought they were converted again. Maybe I should change the colors. Yeoman is adding a lot of trebuchets now. Where are the Japanese traps to defend the towers? 5 in production, only the 2 lost here at the right side. I think Yeoman wants to attack, Legend wants to attack on the right. Making another very downhill castle. But he wants something to protect the traps. And Yeoman's big ball of siege and elephants is here. SO would be very much harder, or would cost Yeoman much more to take them out. With the elephant archers like this, they are not. We've got the Japanese towers. We share here in defense as well some Urumi. So we do see Urumi versus Samurai on the right side. And more towers. Farm eco 15 for Legend, none for Yeoman. Oh boy, has he used the market yet? A bit. Yeah, that was Yeoman there a bit. And he's fighting through the Yasama towers here. But Elephant Archers are tanky. But are they tanky enough for Yasama towers? They're losing quite some HP. The traps are not positioned to shoot at all of them yet. And Legend is pushing on the right. But also some Elephant Archers in defense now. 12 farms at least for Yeoman. He is making a lot now. That Red Bank looking amazing for Legend. Yeoman loses the castle. We lose this if Legend doesn't put his traps onto that trap. Going forward with that now. And yeah, Legend doing a good job slowing down the push on the left. While advancing on the right side. It is looking decent for Yeoman, I think. But if for Legend, but if Yeoman, oh, why am I confusing them so much? Legend has a ton of idle wills. Yeah, but I think they're mainly tower wills, right? They are the wills forward towering, so they're not that idle. We have a VDMC. And it's actually still alive. Oh, Yeoman's losing his traps for free here. He lets the army here. And Yeoman now ahead in will count. Just sending the elephant archers in, but there is onagers around. There is still these towers. And he has to push uphill here. Big time on the left as well, right? That's gigantic hill that Legend is controlling. Bit also an uphill push here for Legend though. It's ending on both sides. Welcome back, Mr. Rick. Who is a main event player. Eating green dude 3-0. Two traps left here. Yeoman is successfully stalling out on the left side. On the right side, bombard cannons who do outrange Japanese towers. Well, they do not the same with Koreans. Pushing over there. Still a bit of the same situation. Yeoman will get that castle. And Legend doesn't have that much stone anymore. Is he still mining with 7? Where are stone miners? Okay, here at the front. Maybe that would be a spot to push. Bombard cannons are being added. I think is a good addition against all the onagers. But the bombard cannons need to fire on the onagers. Very even game. I think we got ourselves a good set here. Both sides not really advancing, but Yeoman is preparing a big siege elephant push. So enough with the traps against the Japanese traps. It is siege elephants, bombard cannons now. And if we can get something against the helms, he lost a lot of elephant archers. He's making more though. And he has decent farm count now, adding more, over 40. Our Legend doesn't really need that though, right? Has a decent equal distribution as well. A good one actually. 40, 25, 30, don't mind that for Japanese. But not that much stone anymore. There's too many towers in the base maybe, but that's also where Yeoman is pushing now, so maybe they're helpful. But that's a lot of onagers in defense there. Where are the bombard cannons? Oh, only one bombard cannon in the back there. These siege elephants can't really go in. Why are the birds this aggressive? But they're chirping. The elephants now going towards these towers because they're unprotected. Rumi trying to snipe. But the attack corner's not doing the worst job at it, even though there is towers around. Bit surprised. They're not dying quicker to the towers. Yeah, and we need the different archers as well with the siege elephants, I feel like, to take out halberdiers, but also something against the onagers as the bombard cannon goes down to the towers. The siege elephants have gone down, which means these guys can be eaten by abs around there. More army of Yeoman now in the south, where he is pushing with bombard cannons. And Legend is pushing him back on the left. Purple still has stone and gold in the south, and he is mining that. Gold count. Still also gold here to take for Legend. Legend is pushing on the left. But we get killed again now, the Urumi come in. Yeah, I'm trying to push here, but it's kind of uphill everywhere. Oh boy, this could go long. And I feel like Legend has more stamina. We're now dying to the towers. Yeoman needs. What do you think? Would champions here be better? Feel like the Urumi don't have enough HP. Feel like Yeoman should add champs. Being Helvetiers now. Oh boy, Yeoman is running out of gold. He still has 9 on this. How much gold is that left? 700 only. And 1k5 stone. Using a lot of elephant archers. His army is way more expensive. Oh, my title still says the pole. Oh, God. Why am I always forgetting the title? Really bad to have a pole. And it also says BRB. No wonder that we had no viewers. Who do you think's taking this? Ah, that's also one of the reasons we said we didn't want these generations. Yeah, Winston has PvC. If he can keep elephant archers alive until the gold runs out, then Japanese can go help Skirm, I guess. Nobody's even on the middle wood line. Oh boy. Where are they taking wood? Here. Legend is on the middle wood line. I really want to take off much of that as soon as possible. Legend is pushing on the left. He has towers on the farms. He is diminishing the farm eco of Yeoman. And Yeoman's pop is dropping. Yeoman is at 120. Every time someone mentions wood game, usually the game ends. And Legend has a big population lead. Only one trebuchet though, so it's a pretty slow push. Bombard cannons are being relocated. Has one around here. Wood Steel Champs against Samurai. Which probably even Wood Steel Champs should win, right? Yeah, Wood Steel Champs should win that, I think. Still a little bit of defense, but peace on the right. As all the armies are moving left. No gold for Yeoman, but also no gold for Legend. Yeoman with a 3-2 relic lead. So this time Yeoman with more relics. Who has the advantage there. Making him not that likely to give up, but 3-2 isn't really a big lead. And later on, both these cities want to make champions. Maybe that means Urumi are the key? Maybe that's... Then Urumi win the matchup, but then Samurai win the matchup, so never mind. I guess it's just champs. Or is it champs? Or champs versus Samurai? What wins, guys? A Wood Steel champion or a Samurai? Samurai does 16 damage to a champion that has... Come on, let me click on a champion. 6. Not one that's dying. Has 4 armor, so it does... 12 damage. While a champion... does 17 damage. Those go through. Champion has 70 HP. Samurai have 80 HP. So I think the champion wins. Yeah, also costing less gold, right? No. How much is a Samurai? Yeah, the attack speed. True, we kind of forgot the attack speed. That's like the most important thing for the Japanese. And the towers, obviously. But Yeoman got a bunch of Sea Dolphins again. And is pushing back the tower push here. But should maybe not go too far under all these towers and Onagers there. 50 food, 30 gold. So 10 gold more. And food doesn't really matter that much. Mainly a selling game. The market has been sold out. By Yeoman mainly. What dips for him? Very passive on the right. 4 bombard cannons there, kinda idling. Would maybe be needed at the left. Yeah, it feels like we're gonna have to do Evlit versus Dark Element from Rex. Because this set will take longer until 19 June team. I mean, unless they want to wait. We don't have more sets today, I think. So I don't know, Huggie, maybe you can ask them if it's fine for them to play after this set. But if it isn't, then we just do that as Rex. Dark and Evlit were scheduled to play in 10 minutes. If it's okay for them to play after the set, or if they are happy to play after the set, if not, they do Rex. I don't see the set ending in 10 minutes. Yeoman is Legend is pushing with towers again. Yeoman says 9 bombard cannons somewhere though, so I feel like that could push this back. The there shouldn't go too far under the Yasama tower though. Will snipe a trap. And the Wood Steel Champs should rule the field everywhere where there's no towers. Yeoman now on the middle wood line. And both lumber camps getting a bit inefficient. Oh, what? I thought that hit the bombard cannon. Oh, nice dodges there. Now take out the Onager. Takes out the Onager. Loses one bombard cannon, one survives with 8 HP, and takes out the trip. And takes out another Onager. But lost 2 bombard cannons, and the Halberdiers will kill a third one. So only one remaining. Oh, might even kill that one too. Then it wasn't worth it on the micro side for Yeoman losing all his bombard cannons for that. On all his bombard cannons on this side, I should say, because he still has 3 over here. And where's this last one? One Halberdier there being quite annoying on the farms. Now running into the castle though. Yeoman still with some army on this side. Heavy help fights, probably also better to ignore the armor, right? 10 damage against 7 damage, but faster attacking. Oh boy, I don't know if this is heavy hype. Let's see how fast the HP go down. Well, Legend's running, so we can't judge. If it's cheaper for food and gold? Are they cheaper for food? I never know how much champions cost after supplies. Legend is making like control progress, right? Controls this side now, that is wood, it is building space, it is farm space. 58, Legend also with more farms than Yeoman. You did hear what I was asking, right, Huggie? After the Asku. Scorpions. Well, I guess against the no gold army, they're good. A little bit of a raiding attempt there. Gets knocked out. That raiding attempt. Broke through the walling house here. Yeoman not using walls anymore after game 1. Lovely, lovely. But also means can be broken. What did I just hear? Oh boy. Now the question is, does he have that hotkey? He probably clicked it manually because he didn't want to curse everything. Thanks. For that pop. Yeoman is more control and now will tower the wood line. There's still some other wood lines that Yeoman can take. But yeah, Legend is focusing on the wood game now. Focusing to go here, focusing to try to make towers on that wood line, but the bombard cannons are there. Samurai encroaching here, and Legend still, Yeoman still has a lot of siege. He making him delete his own wood? Because Yeoman is blaming himself off of wood right now. Yes, so shooting on the samurai and killing his own wills too. And Yeoman calls it! As I said, Legend has more stamina. And Legend wins Japanese against Dravidians and takes it 2-0 here. If you have a quick game 3, maybe we're actually in time for the Evelyn set. Evelyn also already started his stream, so I think will wait probably. But yeah, very strong performance by Yeoman, and not by Yeoman sadly, by Legend heavily for him. With the Japanese, yeah, really nice pick there towards the end, I felt. And winning out against the Dravidians. I need a quick bathroom break. And then we go into game number 3. And maybe we can still catch up on the Evelyn set. Wait a bit. But yeah, if you're not reaching over Discord, maybe try over Steam. But you should also be on Discord, right? Over Steam, over stream. Let me update the score. 2-0 for Legend. So far, his draft is working out. I'm gonna be right back with game 3. Alright. Let's go for the reverse sweep. Or for the end of the set. Either the start of the first one, or the end of the whole thing. I need to get out of the game again before that. Any news from the other set? And we've got Vietnamese with Britons! Oh lord, full on Archer matchup! And I feel like that's a bit Legend counter picking Yeoman. He knows Yeoman probably really wants to play his boy's favorite Civ, the Britons. And the third game and counter picks it with the Vietnamese. That is either luck or Legend showing some preparation here. As it would make a lot of sense. And yeah, I like Vietnamese in that matchup a lot, I think. What do Britons do against elephants? I guess hell. But nothing else really, right? And then there's Rattan Archer, which kind of counter everything. So Britons would need skirms, Vietnamese have the better skirms. Vietnamese and Britons have similar siege, I think. Have better infantry, but infantry tries to retards. Vietnamese vs. Britons is one of the most brutal matchups in the game. But in ARM, it's okay, I think, right? Because you have the build-up and Britons are better with booming and everything. But in DM, it might just come down to Rattan versus Longbow and Britons not having something great against what Vietnamese wants to do. What? Is Yeoman just saying GG because of the matchup? But he's playing. Prediction is up for another minute or so. Throw your rocks at game 3. Even though Yeoman already said GG. I think it's more of a joke GG because he saw Vietnamese. I think there was Yeoman commentating the counter pick there. Yeah, it's not a good attitude. Yeah, it's not a great attitude. Especially not if you think Britons win this matchup. Legend already going docks as well. There is a crossing here. Are there multiple crossings? It's just one crossing. So, I mean, Britons have a counter to Rattan archers, right? They have traps. So, help trap probably. The Britons are starting with champions against... Yeah, Legend starting with elephants. Oh boy, I feel like that will go wrong, and I feel like we will be in time for Everett against Dark. I heard your name. What was it? I just said we're probably not gonna miss your set, as this set might end in heat pretty soon. How's the status? Are you waiting for this to finish, guys, or well, it might be about to finish anyways. But if you're here, just tell me what the status of your match is. Emily didn't answer you yet. Okay, that means we have time, I guess. Because we're gonna cast your set after this one. And I would be happy if, like, you start after this finishes, obviously. Emily just queued up a game. Okay, so I guess we have time. Wait, did Emily... Maybe... Yeah, I think he's got time zones wrong. Well, good for us! So we just need to tell him that he has to play now after the set is over. If Dark Killermon is okay with that, I suppose. We didn't really ask Dark Killermon, did we? And Yeoman is actually fighting this, right? He has the elephants over... Went a bit too forward. Water control for Legend, though. Yeoman going in. Even though it's against Vietnamese going for that ball. Oh boy, the longbows are too forward. Yeah, it's totally up to you. I mean, you can obviously play at the time you scheduled. But as I know, Dark, I think, likes very much to be casted. And he won Ragnarok Silver League before, so I casted a lot of wins of him already. I didn't cast the whole Silver League, but I casted all the final stages, and most of them were featuring Dark Killermon. He likes to have fans, yeah. So I thought, werewolf traps against Kenegalians, let's go! Sadly, the Kenegalians get the first shots off. Werewolf! Bam! That looked good, didn't it? Werewolf! Come on, shoot again. Maybe it's not in range. Bam! Bam! That's only on a tower. On a Kenegalian, it's more impressive. The trap should outrange it, right? 17 range to 16 range. Oh, it ranges only by 1. That Killermon is absolutely a legend. But Hamlet is the god of Empire Wars. That's gonna be exciting, but let's watch a really big fight here between Yeoman and Legend. As the elephants come marching in, there's Heaviness, there's Scorpions. So the elephants are double countered. Yeoman is really bringing out the best in this matchup. No red knife is actually straight imp skirm, which I don't actually mind against Britons. I think that's actually not that bad of idea. No less resource investment overall. Still counter halberdiers and longbows pretty effectively there with the imp skirms. If he is a legend, why is there no Legend of Dark Killermon video? There is the Ragnarok Grand Final somewhere on my YouTube, I think. Ragnarok Silver League Grand Finals. Didn't it title it that? We're gonna get this tourney. Oh boy, and we're gonna get legendary shots on Yeoman, even the Carnage shot as well. Oh boy, there goes all the longbows, but all the elephants have died as well. So overall, I think longbows are cheap. Elephants are not. So still a good exchange for Yeoman. Now the werewolf traps come into play. The unit to counter everything that Britons have. Not really countering elephants, but we do have the scorpions. Scorpions shouldn't shoot at the imp skirms here. Scorpions should really shoot at the elephants. Scorpions kind of choosing the wrong target. The elephants were perfectly lined up for the scorpions to shoot, but they are not, and there go down the Phantos. Man, I wish people use werewolf traps like hotkey 1 to 5. That would indeed be really good. Yeah, I agree, Siobhan. That's a good micro hint there for people how to use werewolf traps. And welcome in, man. Probably cheering on his friend Yeoman over here. Boom, you can kill everything. Yeah, you can kill everything with traps. I remember that free-for-all finals. And Shimon has the perfect trap micro for every situation and some tricks that other people don't know. But Yeoman is making the traps work here nonetheless, and Britain's maybe not that bad. Maybe Kalkoko was right as the towers are getting pushed back. Lots of towers from the Vietnamese, not something you see every day, but they have fully upgraded keep. Also with arrow slits, so not bad keeps at all. Also towering the shoreline here, really wants to stay, have the water control there. There's a Legend of Demos against Otter Shots. Yep. What's more a more iconic duo than Bricks and Demos? But he's shooting at the same target always, right? Yeoman isn't doing what you're saying, Shimon. I mean, you hang out with him in voice chat every day. I feel like if there's anyone you should teach that, it's Yeoman. But then again, Yeoman doesn't use control groups probably because he doesn't use hotkeys. I tend to attack ground with werewolf traps and feel smart about it. What do you think of attack grounding with Briton traps? Or do they hold hit the same spot then? They hit out the same spot, it's probably dumb. It's really dumb. Attack grounding is really good with Japanese traps. I haven't played Britons that much. So it's dumb? Yeah, I guess. It's good with Japanese, alright. I play Japanese way more often than I play Britons. The other thing that people do is shift queuing, but I think, yeah, control grouping them would be more effective. They're pretty good against ships, though. Werewolf traps killing Renegades. Okay, there's something happening in the back as well. Yeah, we tried to go docks here. I didn't produce any ships from it. And a bit of damage by Renegades. Relic was never collected. It's next to the monastery for Yeoman, but Legend got 2. Where is there another relic on the map? Yeah, there's 2 here. No, that's just the monastery I clicked on, right? Wait, no, there's 2 in his base, and there's 1 left in Legend's base. So either there was probably 1 at the middle that Legend got at the start, and then they have 2 in the bases. Yeoman going for a castle. Ooh, there was a landing here by Yeoman. He somehow got villagers over. Do we see a transport ship? I don't know, maybe he deleted it, or he just sneaked villagers past earlier. I don't know, but Legend is on Yeoman's island. And trying to find another angle here, not where the traps are standing. I didn't know you said holding your thumb also in Swedish. Frost just messaged me that. Thought that would be only a German saying. Why in German it's technically not holding. Legend is victorious? Did Yeoman just spot the north or something? Yeoman's out of wood. He still has wood eco. Ah, I guess he has water control. I mean, suddenly it's still looking better for Yeoman, but he gave up from the start, yeah, a bit. Not the start, like the Aztecs against Celts, I think, was strategy. Ah, you mean the start of this game? Yeah, with the Britons Vietnamese. Yeoman gives up if games become too long. Yeah, he always does that. Legend in the main event. Who would have believed it? Dream is back, guys. And there, we don't need a Legend of Legend video because every Legend video is a Legend of Legend video because there's always a legend in it, right? Hey, why am I even doing this? Why am I even doing this? They're not even running out of. Why am I doing